first of all, I'm grateful for all those artists that turned down Beauty and the Beast to the whole world.
Right.
That's the first thing.
The world of music was left in shock when news broke that legendary R&B singer Peabo Bryson had passed away. For millions of fans, it felt impossible to imagine a world without the voice that had defined romance for generations. His songs had accompanied weddings, anniversaries, first dances, and countless unforgettable moments. Yet as fans began revisiting his final interviews, public appearances, and social media posts, many couldn't help but ask one haunting question. Was Peabo Bryson trying to tell us something before he died? Looking back now, some of his final words seem more emotional than ever, carrying a weight that few people recognized at the time. While nobody can truly know what was in his heart during his final months, the messages he shared with fans have taken on an entirely different meaning following his passing. Peabo Bryson spent more than 5 decades creating music that touched the hearts of people around the world. Born with an extraordinary voice and a passion for performing, he gradually built a career that few artists could ever dream of achieving. His rise to fame was not overnight. It was the result of years of dedication, hard work, and an unwavering commitment to his craft. Throughout his career, he became known as one of the greatest ballad singers of all time, earning multiple Grammy Awards and collaborating with some of the biggest names in music. Songs like Tonight I Celebrate My Love, If Ever You're in My Arms Again, and the unforgettable Disney classic, A Whole New World, became timeless hits that continue to resonate with audiences today. Despite his enormous success, Peabo was never known for living like a superstar. Friends and colleagues often described him as humble, kind, and deeply appreciative of the support he received from fans. Unlike many celebrities who constantly sought the spotlight, Peabo seemed most comfortable simply sharing his music and connecting with people through his voice. This sincerity is one of the reasons why so many people felt personally connected to him. When he sang about love, heartbreak, hope, or joy, listeners believed every word because it felt genuine. His performances were never just about entertainment. They were emotional experiences that left lasting impressions on those who heard them. However, behind the scenes, Peabo had been facing health challenges for several years. In 2019, fans were deeply concerned when reports emerged that he had suffered a serious heart attack. The news spread quickly, and many feared that the beloved singer might never return to performing. Fortunately, Peabo demonstrated the same resilience that had defined his entire career. He fought through recovery and eventually returned to the stage, determined not to let his health struggles define him. His comeback inspired countless fans who admired his strength and refusal to give up. Yet those close to him understood that surviving such a major health event often changes a person's perspective on life forever. Following his recovery, many fans noticed subtle changes in the way Peabo spoke during interviews and public appearances. He seemed increasingly reflective about his life and career. Rather than focusing on future projects or industry achievements, he often expressed gratitude for the opportunities he had been given. He talked about appreciating every day, cherishing loved ones, and recognizing how fortunate he felt to have experienced such an extraordinary journey. At the time, these comments appeared to be the normal reflections of a veteran artist looking back on decades of success. Today, however, many fans hear those same words differently. They sound less like ordinary reflections and more like someone who understood the importance of making every moment count. One particularly emotional aspect of Peabo's later years was his growing emphasis on legacy. During conversations with fans and media outlets, he frequently discussed the impact music can have on people's lives. He often expressed amazement that songs he had recorded decades earlier were still meaningful to listeners today. There was a sense that he wasn't measuring his success by awards or chart positions anymore. Instead, he seemed most proud of the memories his music had created for others. Whether it was a couple's wedding song or a track that helped someone through a difficult period in life, Peabo understood that music could become part of people's personal stories. Looking back now, his focus on legacy feels incredibly significant. As news of his passing spread across social media, fans began sharing clips from his final appearances. Many pointed to moments where he spoke about gratitude, faith, family, and the importance of appreciating life's blessings. Some interpreted these comments as subtle warnings that he knew something was wrong. Others believed he was simply speaking from the wisdom that comes with age and experience. The truth may never be known. What is clear, however, is that Peabo's words carry a powerful emotional impact today because they remind us how precious life truly is. Sometimes a person's final messages become meaningful not because they predicted the future, but because they reveal what mattered most to them in the end. The heartbreaking reality is that none of us expect our favorite artists to leave us. Their music remains so alive that it creates the illusion they will always be here. We continue hearing their voices through speakers, headphones, television broadcasts, and streaming platforms, making it difficult to accept that they are gone. For Peabo Bryson's fans, this feeling has been especially intense. His voice was so distinctive and timeless that many simply assumed he would continue performing and sharing his gift for years to come. The suddenness of his passing forced fans to confront the reality that even legends are not immune to life's fragility. What makes this loss particularly emotional is the role Peabo played in some of music's most cherished memories. His songs weren't merely popular recordings. They became part of people's lives. Couples fell in love while listening to his ballads. Families gathered around his music during special occasions. Children grew up hearing his voice in beloved Disney films and later introduced those same songs to the next generation. Few artists achieve that level of cultural significance. His music crossed generations, connecting grandparents, parents, and children through shared experiences and emotions. In the days following his death, tributes poured in from every corner of the entertainment world. Fellow musicians, actors, industry professionals, and longtime friends shared stories about his generosity and kindness. Many described him as someone who treated everyone with respect regardless of their status or position. Others spoke about his professionalism, his sense of humor, and his unwavering love for music. These tributes painted a picture of a man who was admired not only for his extraordinary talent, but also for the way he treated people. In an industry often associated with ego and competition, that kind of reputation is rare and deeply meaningful. Perhaps the most touching aspect of the public reaction has been the countless stories shared by ordinary fans. Across social media, people have described how Peabo's music helped them through breakups, illnesses, family struggles, and personal hardships. Others recalled dancing to his songs at weddings or listening to them during some of the happiest moments of their lives. These stories highlight the true measure of Peabo Bryson's legacy. It wasn't simply about record sales or awards. It was about human connection. Through his music, he became part of people's lives in ways that statistics and accolades could never fully capture. As fans continue to revisit his songs, interviews, and performances, many are discovering a deeper appreciation for his artistry. They are noticing details they previously overlooked, hearing emotions they didn't fully understand before, and recognizing the extraordinary gift he shared with the world for so many years. His passing has reminded people not only of his incredible talent, but also of the importance of expressing gratitude while those we admire are still with us. Too often, appreciation comes after loss. Peabo's story serves as a reminder to celebrate the artists, friends, and loved ones who enrich our lives while we still have the chance.